when I was born, my esophagus was attached to my trachea. For about a month, I wasn't feeding much, I wasn't breathing or crying as much as other babies would have. The doctors had no idea what was really wrong with me. They just knew something wasn't right. So they took me to the hospital, realized what had happened, and they detached the esophagus from the trachea. However, from that, my vocal cords got paralyzed. So everyone else's are like this, and they move fine. Like when you speak and breathe, mine are like this, and one doesn't move, and one moves a little bit. And so it just means my voice is quiet. It takes a lot for me to speak, and breathing is more of a difficulty than for other people. Over the years, I had to learn how I would move myself and how I would present myself in a way in case someone can hear me or couldn't understand me. So that's how I turned to dance, because it's such a language that people can see and understand without hearing it, without really listening. They can just see it and hopefully know what it says.
When I first had Zachary in class, I definitely noticed that there was something going on with his breathing patterns, and certainly that's something I would have noticed right away. But for every student, I'm always really curious about any body issues that they might be struggling with or have struggled with in the past. So I always ask them to write about it. And Zachary was really honest and open and vulnerable with me right away, and shared with me, and then met with me after to talk to me about his struggles. And definitely I saw there was a lot of strain, very understandably, in this area of his body.
What I have, only one of 6 in the country have been born with, and so it's never really talked about or heard of. So for me to explain it, it's this tangent, and then they're like, well, what about this, or what happened to you? And I just don't want to. So it's just easier for me, yeah, I have a cold, stay away from me, it's contagious.
I think when you first meet Zach, you notice it. But I think because he's so unapologetic and so outspoken, that masks his voice.
Since my voice is so different, it does cause some disconnect between me and my students. But a lot of the ones that I've had in class, so I've known since my freshman year. So at this point, they don't notice it.
I think the thing about Zach is that he accommodates to each dancer. So I know that I am very visual and I need to just stand there and I need to watch him do it 5 times, or I need to watch the other people in the piece do it a couple times just so I can see visually where I'm supposed to be going, what I'm supposed to be doing. And he's been so helpful and respectful of that, but he also is not afraid to get out and show, nope, this is what I want, this is what you're supposed to be doing, and I'm gonna show you so you know that.
When I'm dancing, I feel like my most genuine self. I hear music on a physical level, and I become almost this character of whatever the movement of the sound is, and it's like a fire in my stomach.
What he's looking for, but then he also demonstrates, and I think that's very helpful. Just being a visual learner.
Being a choreographer and a dancer, being so creative and working with children that he does in the school is just so huge for him, because I would think, well, if I had to deal with something like that in my life, I would be so afraid to be outspoken and creative and want to work with people because judgment.
I feel like Zach is going to do something surprising. You know, I mean, he's gonna blaze his own trail. He's gonna find his own methods and his own way to engage with it. Not necessarily performing. I can see him making. I can see him definitely being a maker, or being really involved in certain communities in accessing dance and bringing dance to communities.
My real dream right now is to go out to the world and choreograph for music videos or award shows, or stars going on tour.
It's exciting to think about Zachary's next steps. I think he's really finding his footing in a way of saying, I'm going for it. I'm going out into the dance world.